Now, the person you see on the screen is a person called 78 Sports TV. Now, 78 Sports TV mainly does boxing videos and he covers some controversial topics about race like basketball or something like that. Sometimes he talks about boxing a lot. A lot of the time he talks about boxing. Now, that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. I don't feel like 78 Sports TV is unbiased. He's a very biased commentator when he commentates over his videos. Now, it's up to you to judge whether or not you think he's racist. In my opinion, he is probably racist because he doesn't call everything down the middle. Now, back in 2018, back in 2016, when Triple G was fighting Kell Brook, he called Triple G a piece of shit, and he said that Triple G was a fucking asshole because he said that Kell Brook's punches wasn't hurting him. Now we can go to that video right now. Brook versus Triple G. Here it is. It was 2 years ago, so that means it was 2017. You guys can watch this video for yourselves. I can't really click on it or I'm gonna get a copyright strike. But I guess this is fair use law, so yeah, I'll play it.
Once again, man, this is absolute bullshit. Golovkin was supposed to go in here clearly he was the bigger man. All you idiots who said that Brook was bigger than Golovkin, now you see.
Now, hold on, watch out. Watch for the part where he calls Triple G a piece of shit for saying that Kell Brook's punches wasn't hurting him.
What is it? The fucking fight. I'm fighting. All right, he has self-belief. He hurt Golovkin. Come on, this is ridiculous, man. Brook Corner stopping this fight was ridiculous. I don't understand what the purpose of accepting this fight for if you're going to stop the fight as soon as your guy gets in trouble. What is the purpose? It didn't make any fucking sense to accept this fight. You just accumulate too much damage. So Chris Eubank beats the fuck out of Gennady Golovkin. Easy work. I am certain Andre Ward destroys, absolutely destroys, knocks out Gennady Golovkin. Andre Ward.
Let me speak to that point that he made about Andre Ward destroying Golovkin. If I really think about it and I'm unbiased, I would agree with that to a certain extent because Andre Ward does fight at light heavyweight and Triple G does fight at 160, so Andre Ward would undoubtedly be the favorite. But that's the thing. If Triple G moved up 2 weight classes, that would give us the conversation of, is Triple G #1 pound for pound or not if he beats Andre Ward? And not just #1 pound for pound, one of the greatest of all time. Because I don't think there's anyone that's ever done that. Sugar Ray Leonard moved up 2 weight classes to beat Marvin Hagler. That was definitely one of the biggest feats in history. So, Kell Brook was daring to be great. Okay, but anyway, that's besides the point. That's not what I'm trying to convey here. Basically, what I'm saying here is that 78 Sports TV tends to always back the fighter with the darker complexion, which is the black fighter, the black American fighter. Now, what does that mean? That means that 78 Sports TV is very biased. This is proof. Now, his recent videos on Deontay Wilder is just interesting because I think almost every single video, he's talking about how good Deontay Wilder is and how he's going to beat AJ. And he's basically sucking Deontay Wilder's dick at this point. Hey, I'm not trying to disrespect you in that way. But obviously, if you're always, talking about this nigga he's the best ever. And, no disrespect to Deontay Wilder. He's a great champion. But 78, bro, you're really riding Deontay Wilder's jockstrap for a while. How many videos are you gonna make on Deontay Wilder? Here is 1, 2, 3. Every video, every thumbnail, he has Deontay Wilder in the thumbnail. It's just surreal, how much this guy adores Deontay Wilder. What is it about Deontay Wilder that you like so much, bro? If I'm making videos on YouTube, I'm not always gonna talk about one guy. If there's big fights happen, even Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence. He didn't even talk about that fight. He talked about Deontay Wilder having a DAZN deal. And Deontay Wilder is too stupid to take the deal, which is $100 million for 3 fights, but that's for another video. So in conclusion, I think there's a strong case that 78 Sports TV is very, very biased for black fighters. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, there's nothing wrong with being racist. I mean, I take that back, my bad. I think that's very deplorable to be a racist in this day and age. I mean, I think that would be okay in the 1940s, but not right now. It's 2019. There's no space for racism in 2019. So I'm putting the gauntlet down. I'm challenging 78 Sports TV to make an unbiased video in his next video. And I'm out. I'm peace. I'm out. It's the Phantom. Make sure to subscribe, y'all. I'm out. Peace.